Monkey Business is a new for 2025 animatronic from Spirit Halloween. This prop released as part of Wave 2 for Spirit Halloween 2025, and he's being made by Crazy Create. He's one of my favorite animatronics of this season thus far, but is his astonishing price tag of $329.99 justified? Well, he's got a great pop-up mech, an awesome face sculpt, and yeah, it's not justified. But I still love this animatronic regardless. Without any further ado, let's unbox Monkey Business.
For everything scary, I'm GMHaunts, and welcome to yet another Halloween 2025 animatronic unboxing, setup, demo, and review video. Now this unboxing is a very exciting one because right in front of me is the brand new for 2025 Spirit Halloween Monkey Business animatronic. This prop just came out about 2 or 3 days ago, and I overnighted him so that he would be here as soon as possible, and this animatronic just arrived in the mail literally about 15 minutes ago, and I am racing to get this video out as soon as possible because this guy is only just today showing up to the very first people who bought him. As you can see, his box is sort of the medium size for an animatronic, definitely isn't too large, which is nice for storage. And as you can see, the front does have the new animatronic box design with the rectangle on it. We have a nice photo of Monkey Business on there. Flipping it over to the side, it does have handles, which is nice. This side, we have the single photo with the Photoshop background of the nice house. Has a height chart as well that says Monkey Business stands at 6 feet 6 inches. And then over on this side, we have 2 images of the animatronic. This one sort of with the monkey popping out, and the other one being a close-up of his face. Obviously, the back side of the box does just have his name and his description on it. So very nice looking box. Without any further ado, let's crack him open. All right, so after opening up the box, it does look like we have a pull-out here with all of the pieces within it. So there we go. It looks like everything is in there. Yep, nothing else is in the box. So we just have this pull-out. Let's just take a minute to appreciate how nicely packed this all is. Look at how perfectly his box fits inside the packing slip, the box with the monkey in it. That looks really nice. First off, obviously, we have the monkey's box. It does feel like there is cardboard inside of here, just with like a cloth printed material. Right on top of it, we have the cardboard piece that says just for you. Obviously, that is printed on there, but this is his box. Next up, we have the bag with his clothing as well as the instructions. Here we have his 2 arm pulls with styrofoam attached. Next, we have something I'm very excited to see in person. It is in this packaging, and I'll take it out for you all to see. We have the monkey's head, and I'll give all of you the first viewing of it. It is plastic, as you can hear, but it looks nice from what I'm looking at. And oh my gosh, this thing is actually really cool. I love the sculpt of it. I especially love the look in the monkey's eyes. They look super realistic. Actually, the paint job is pretty decent. Looks a little bit flat around the teeth, but not bad. I just really enjoy the sculpt of it. So here is the monkey's head. Here we have the metal wire shoulder frame. Next, we have the shoes for Monkey Business, and this is actually very interesting. I thought I would point this out. It looks like these are the exact same mold as Henry Hustle, or very, very similar. I believe they are identical. Obviously, Henry Hustle was also made by Crazy Create, so it makes sense, but it looks like these are the same shoes, just painted in black. We have the 2 hands. Obviously, these are just plastic with a gray paint job. Pretty basic, not a whole lot going on. It's meant to look like he's wearing gloves. You can see the little design on there, so here are his hands. Next, we have a whole bunch of assorted pieces. We have a bunch of metal, including his waist loop right here. We have what looks to be a shoulder piece and 2 poles. Obviously, we have the adapter. This is a very interesting piece. We have the main mech for Monkey Business. This is the mechanism that allows the monkey head to pop up. It looks very similar, may even be identical to the mech we saw on Henry Hustle. I haven't seen it in a while, but it looks extremely similar to my mech on Henry Hustle. So here is this piece. Next, we have the control box. Obviously, this is just indoor rated, but interestingly enough, it actually does have a Spirit Halloween copyright on it, which I believe is new. Normally, the manufacturer is on there, which is Crazy Create in this case. This says Spirit Halloween Superstores LLC, which I believe is new. I don't think I've ever seen that on a Spirit prop before. So here's his control box. Here we have a bunch of poles and obviously the base. He actually has a very small base, surprisingly. So I guess he's not really that large or that wide of an animatronic. So here's his base and some poles. And then finally, for the sake of dramatic effect, we have the head as the very last piece. I've just opened up the box that it comes in, and I legitimately have not looked at it yet. I just cut the tape on it, but I'll go ahead and take his head out. I guess I'll grab him by the nose here and take out the head for Monkey Business. So there it is. I still have not looked at it. I can feel his hair. It looks actually really nice. It is latex, I will confirm. You can see the squishiness. It is a latex head. I can already tell that the nose is not indented or anything. So that looks cool. But there's the first look. And oh, wow, this actually looks really cool. I'll say right now, so happy with the fact that there's no deformations or any kind of errors with the latex. It's very well filled out. I love like the smile he has and how the cheeks go in. Looks awesome. And the eyes, again, look really cool, just like how they do on the monkey. And he's got this cool black hair kind of around his head and then in the middle here. I love the head on Monkey Business. Looks amazing. Again, it is latex, but I really have no issue with that. I think it looks awesome. I love the way his teeth look as well. So here is his head. Okay, so we have all the pieces taken out of the box for the Monkey Business animatronic, and we can now begin the setup. For the very first step, obviously you're gonna lay the base down on a flat surface, and you're gonna take the small straight pole that's labeled as C and snap lock that right into the front of the base. Next, we're gonna take the bent pole that's labeled as B, and we're gonna snap lock that into the back of the base. Next, we'll take the pole that's bent at both ends. This one's labeled as part D, and this snap locks into the pole at the front of the base. To add on another pole, we're gonna add on the very small straight one that's labeled as E, and this snap locks on to the back of the base. At this point, we'll slide on the shoes for the clown. It does look like these are the same molded piece, both labeled as U, so it doesn't really matter which one goes on which side. You'll just slide these right on. Now we're gonna slide on the pants for Monkey Business, and I'll say right now, these are very nice quality pants, and they have like this super soft material at the bottom of them that feels like a fur jacket or something. It's really nice. When you do this, you do wanna make sure that the tag is obviously on the back, and slide it right down the legs. Next, we'll go ahead and add on the control box. Obviously, this is going to snap lock on to either side of the poles. So line this up and snap lock it in. Now we'll take the waist loop and you're gonna slide this right onto the two holders that are on the control box piece. So slide it in, you want it to go in. As you can see, it slides like and secures itself. Now we'll bring up the pants and this is going to go right over top of the waist loop. So you'll stretch the elastic so that it goes all the way over and put these right on. Now we'll snap lock on piece H, which is this very weird pole with two prongs on it. So snap lock that on. Next, we'll add on the metal shoulder frame. This can only go on one way because there's a smaller and bigger side. So you'll slide that on and push it all the way down so that it's secure. At this point, the instructions recommend that you put on the hat for Monkey Business. So you're gonna go ahead and just match up the Velcros from the hat onto his head. Pretty simple, it kind of rests on the side of his head. So attach the Velcro. Next, we're gonna attach the head, and this does have a wire, obviously, for the mouth movement. So slide that right down the body that we've been building, and this is a simple snap lock connection. So you'll line it up and snap lock the head right on. Next, we're gonna take piece J, which is the very small little pole, and you're gonna thread this through the hole in his pants. Kind of tricky to find that. You have to kind of feel around and you will find it eventually. Thread it through the hole and we'll snap lock it onto the connection from the body. At this point, we'll go ahead and add on the costume for Monkey Business. So you can undo the Velcros on the back and open it up fully, which I think makes it a lot easier to assemble. And you'll wrap the costume around the shoulder frame, attach the Velcros. Obviously, you're also going to look for the hole in the front, which looks like it's right here. And you want piece J to get fed through just like that. Now we can go ahead and start sliding up the sleeve through the arms of Monkey Business. So we'll take part M, which is his left arm, and this is gonna go right up his sleeve. Now we'll go onto the back. Obviously, this is just a prong fork connection at the top of his shoulder frame. So you'll slide this up through his sleeve and slide the forks right in. During this step, I'm also gonna add on the other arm before I start attaching the hands. So you'll take piece N, not M, piece N, which is the right arm, slide it up through his sleeve, and make the fork connection. Now we can add on the hands. I'll add on this one first. I'll just line it up. They are snap lock, just like so. Obviously, we'll add on the right hand the exact same way, slide it on, and snap lock it in. Next, we're gonna go ahead and attach the mechanism to the monkey's head. This is a little bit tricky, it looks like, because you do have to line these things up. So line it up and snap lock it in. Once the monkey head is attached to the mech, we're gonna snap lock the entire assembly onto the body of Monkey Business the Clown. So you'll snap lock that into the pole coming from his body. Next, we're gonna go ahead and attach this very weird metal piece that's labeled as L, and you're gonna snap lock this right in to the piece coming from the mech with the monkey's head on it. So line it up and snap lock it in. At this time, it's also good to put on the collar for the monkey. So you'll go ahead and wrap it right around his neck, and there are some Velcros on it. Velcro it right on. From here, we're gonna add on the box for the monkey, and I'm gonna say right now, this is a very interesting way that it goes on. So it has a slit at the back so that it fits, it slides onto the whole like apparatus for the monkey. Now you're gonna slide it onto these little holders that are towards the front of the box, and there are hooks and elastic strips coming from the box itself. You're gonna slide the elastic strips onto the hooks so that it's secure during activation. And obviously you also want the lid of the box to be facing forward because it's gonna cover the monkey's head. When he turns on the first time, this will reset and you want this on top. During this step, you can also go ahead and add on the hands to the box. There are slits at the side of it. You're gonna line up the hands and they have like little holders, little circles kind of on them. You're gonna slide this right in, I guess, just like that. It kind of slides in. There's not really like a real connection or anything like that. Kind of slides in. Actually looks pretty good though. Looks like he's actually holding it. You'll go over to this side, obviously, and repeat the step. So slide it right into the box. From there, the very last thing to do with Monkey Business is to take all of the wires coming from underneath of the box, as well as all the ones inside the body. You're gonna run these closer to the control box and plug them in. Once you've plugged in all the wires to the control box, the very last thing to do with Monkey Business is plug in his adapter, and you're good to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm about to plug Monkey Business in for the very first time, and you should see him reset here in just a second. There we go, the monkey is resetting. So when you plug him in the first time, he's gonna reset just like that. All right, so here he is, my Spirit Halloween 2025 Monkey Business animatronic, assembled in all of his glory. But before I give you my thoughts on him, let's take a look at the demos.
Monkey see, monkey more clowning around. It's time for Monkey Business! You curious what's in the box? So is this monkey! Oh, hey, ready for the surprise? Don't worry, he doesn't bite too hard.
All right, so you just saw the demos for my Spirit Halloween 2025 Monkey Business animatronic, and overall, I have to say that after seeing this guy in person, he may be one of my all-time new favorite clown animatronics from Spirit Halloween. This guy is really awesome in person, and I think my favorite part about him is how accurate he looks to the stock photos and the demo video. We've seen in the past with Spirit, especially so far this season, that the product in production really doesn't always come out looking like the one we see in the demo video and the sample and the prototype.
Hey, that's pretty good.
This guy is an awesome prop because he was done amazing in production. And as you can see, the face looks identical to what we saw on the prototype, like on the stock photos, for example. The costuming itself looks great. I love the way it fits on his body. It looks tight, it looks snug, and it looks like a real human being with the way the pants fit, the way the sleeves are, the way his hands are. I just really enjoy the shaping that this guy has. And like I said, my favorite thing is definitely the fact that the face looks that good, even in production. While I'm on the topic of his face, I love the head for Monkey Business. I think it's an awesome clown sculpt, and I love the paint job of the white and black. His eyes are super creepy as well with that glossy look, and they are not LED, which is awesome because too often we see clowns with LED eyes when they should just be those very scary pupils, and Monkey Business has that. I love the look of the entire face. Definitely one of my favorite clown heads that we've seen in recent memory from Spirit. And I also just love his entire color scheme of the black and white, the very monochromatic, and the fact that his box is really the only thing that has color on him because it immediately directs your attention to what he's holding, and the costume is just sort of there, not drawing too much attention. I also really enjoy this guy's animation. Obviously, it's simple. He just has mouth movement and the jump scare with the monkey, but I actually think it's really great. I thought online that maybe he would benefit from like a side-to-side turning, but after seeing him in person, I don't really think it would really add that much to him because the effect is more the jump scare, and going side to side would sort of distract from that. So I think him just standing completely straight and having the monkey pop up is totally fine. And the mouth movement also looks very good on this latex head. It moves a ton and looks really good. My only gripe with Monkey Business would be the price tag of this animatronic because he is retailing for the whopping price tag of $329.99, $330 for the 2025 season at Spirit Halloween locations, and he will be in stores this year. I'm not gonna lie, I love this prop. Like I said, I just gave him a glowing review. I am really happy with him, but I do not think he is worth the price of $330. Obviously, you can use a 20% off coupon at Spirit. Those are always around and they are readily available. I used one when I ordered this guy online, and I still don't really think he's worth that price tag because $330 is a lot of money. And for an animatronic that is 6'6", not even 7 feet tall, and only has 2 mechs on it, the mouth movement, or 2 animations, the mouth movement and the jump scare, I really don't think that's justifiable for $330 plus tax if you're not using a coupon. I think he should more be like $250, maybe like $279 at the max, because $330 is just a lot of money for this guy. And while he is really cool, I love the animation, I love the audio, I wouldn't necessarily recommend him for the price. But overall, I am super happy with the look of this guy, the audio, and the animation. Like I said, he is definitely one of my new all-time favorite clown animatronics from Spirit because of the color scheme. I love the concept of a clown giving you a gift, presenting something to you, and there's a monkey on the inside. I should also mention that the jump scare is super quick. I love how fast the pop-up is, and it would definitely get some people who are not knowing of what is inside this box for when the monkey jumps out. I love that animation, and I genuinely do think that Monkey Business is one of the best clowns we have gotten from Spirit in recent years. But I guess, remember as always, for everything scary, I'm GMHaunts. I'll see you guys later for more Halloween 2025 animatronic unboxings. Goodbye.